On the plains of the West March, the forces of Rohan and the rising power of Isengard clash in a precursor to open war. Vicious bands of Orcs and Uruks cross into the lands of the Horse Lords, intent on raiding, burning, and capturing whatever they can. Opposing them are the few who hold true to the kingdom of Rohan. Led by Eomer, Marshal of the Riddermark, they hunt these bands down and try to save their people. But these raiders are led by a new breed of orc. Ugluk and his fighting Uruk-Hai are a threat unlike any seen before. As the two sides clash, it's a desperate fight for survival. Will Eomer and his riders repel the invasion, or will the Uruks carry off their prize for their mysterious master? Find out in this 500-point match play battle report.
Hello and welcome to Striding Edge Games. My name is Julian.
I'm Boris.
And we are here today with a neat little 500-point match play.
And it's my favourite, Rohan.
Yeah.
We've brought them back out. We've played one on the channel before, but it was last edition. So this is our first game on the channel in this edition with Rohan. I've played a bunch of Rohan off camera, but this edition. And thematically, it's sort of a weird what if? It's just a slightly different.
Yeah, I mean, actually, this is we are doing a list that is new to the channel because we've never actually brought Ugluks onto a match play. I don't think.
No, we've played Lurtz's Scouts, which is similar, but we had a different Rohan list. But yeah, these are both new.
Yeah.
We are playing Heirlooms of Ages Past, scenario 13 in the match play. If you want to have a look. It's an odd one, or an interesting one. There were 6 objective markers on the board in a octagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hexagon.
Hexagon.
6 sides.
6 sides. It's Maelstrom. Infantry has to move on to the objective marker, and there's no rolling or intelligence check like in other scenarios where you dig stuff up. You just flip it. Only 1 out of the 6 is the actual heirloom. And once you pick it up, it's worth 8 VPs if you're holding it at the end of the game, or 4 VPs if you are
near it
with
more models.
More models.
I mean, we've put a number under every objective.
Yeah, you drew them on. I put them out, so neither of us know which one is where. So roll a d6, and this is for which marker, as we go through the game,
is the objective.
Is the actual objective. It's out of the tray.
It's out of the tray.
A big 6.
It's a big 6.
Striding Edge 6.
So we're looking for 6.
We're looking for number 6, which might be the first or the last one that we dig up. Sod's Law says it'll be the last one. Other objectives are you get 1 point for every decoy you dig up, because if you dig one up and flip it, and it's not number 6, as we now know, you still get a VP, which is cool. So might be a bit of an interest for you or me. You get Broken 1 or 3, General 1 or 2, 1 for Banner, and that is it. The 2
or 2 for Banner.
Sorry, 1 or 2 for Banner. The 2 special rules are Heirloom of Power. So once you are holding the relic, there's a chance on a 1 every time you roll a d6, you could get transfixed. So normally, sometimes it's a good idea to put relics or things you dig up on your heroes.
Yeah.
Maybe in this one it's not.
Probably not.
Interesting. Might be worth seeing. And Maelstrom of Battle, which is going to be really. I think it's going to throw a spanner in both of our works, because we kind of were. We were kind of both I'll just bring some Rohan. You've got some. We've got Uruks. This is actually our very first army we played, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In our Middle Earth journey, first one we took to an event. When we
our new life of Middle Earth,
yes,
as opposed to in the old days
when we were 12 or something. Yes. So normally you'd form a big battle line. Normally we were talking before when we were setting up. Actually, I've got quite a lot of shooting, but actually I can't rely on sitting back, because you've got quite a lot of shooting.
Got 8 those, yeah.
Your shooting is better because it's strength 3. It's you've got 4 up shoot on your Uruk still. But Maelstrom might throw a spanner in the works. Normally I had skirmish, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe Maelstrom will make us fight straight away, and we'll ignore the objectives till the end of the game.
Yeah, the remnants will go around slap fighting each other.
And the last thing is it's to quartering, so 25%, which with Rohan I found as soon as you lose a heroic move off, well, any cavalry I'm sure it's true of, as soon as you lose a heroic move off, you can get to quartering really quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, because your army is how many models?
Oh gosh, it's under 20. I think it might be 18.
Yeah, my army is 35 models, so it's almost twice as many.
Yeah.
And I've actually got 4 heroes to your 2.
Yep.
Although my 4 are not as good.
Yeah. So Erkenbrand, who is He's okay. He's better than captain, but he's kind of just got a captain stat line. They've got Eomer, who is very tasty this edition.
Yeah.
He's going to be doing the heavy lifting, and if he doesn't do the heavy lifting, it might be over one way or another quite quickly, but that might be nice and easy. I guess thematically, this is, Eomer running into Ugluk scouts should be in the Eves of Fangorn.
This is, they've got confused and their Saruman has sent them out for like loo roll or something.
Or he thinks that the Rohirrim have the ring and have hidden it around this farmstead.
This one farmstead,
And
yeah.
they're out digging in shovels, and the Rohan have turned up going, "Oi, get away from those. Those are our potatoes or whatever, horse feed, whatever Rohan."
Something like that. Yeah. Let's go with that. I think with that, shall we? Let's get to it.
Priority after you. Why not?
All right.
Evil.
Oh, on a big one.
A big 5 for good. So I don't know. Yeah, you'll probably be going first with Maelstrom, won't you?
Yeah.
So you'll be going
I
first.
think you want to give it to me.
So I know how to play this game. Into army lists, and then we'll see you in turn 1.
Yeah. 499 points of Ugluks scouts. There are 35 models and 8 bows and 1 throwing weapon. Breakpoint on this list is 18, quartering is 8. The first warband is led by Ugluk, the Uruk-Hai scout captain. He has 7 Uruk-Hai scouts with shields, 5 Uruk-Hai scouts with Uruk-Hai bows, and 1 Uruk-Hai scout with a banner. The second warband is led by Grishnak, Orc captain. He has 4 Isengard Orc warriors with shields, 3 Isengard Orc warriors with spears. The third warband is led by Snaga, Orc captain. He has 2 Isengard Orc warriors with shields, 2 with 2-handed weapons, and 2 with spears. The fourth warband is led by the Uruk-Hai scout captain. He has 3 Uruk-Hai scouts with bows, and 2 Uruk-Hai scouts with shields.
$499 points of Riders of Eomer, 18 models in 2 warbands. The first warband is led by Eomer, Marshal of the Riddermark. He's upgraded with 5 foot with armour, shield and throwing spears. In his warband is 1 Rider of Rohan with a banner, 2 Riders of Rohan with throwing spears, and 6 more Riders of Rohan. The second warband is led by Erkenbrand. He's leading 2 Riders with throwing spears and 5 Riders without. All have been upgraded to be a Westfold Red Shield for 1 point. And start and end of turn 1, technically. These are our 6 objective markers, the heirlooms, hidden sort of tufts under the...
Flower packs.
Flower pots or packs under the dirt. And we've decided for Maelstrom, this side of the board is north. So east is over there. Onto the first Maelstrom roll.
Yeah, I've got 4 warbands. I'm just going to go straight up and start with Ugluk's warband. He's a 6, so he gets to choose wherever he wants.
Nice.
With Ugluk's nice roll of a 6, we've chosen to come over here by the big rock, which gives him a little bit of protection if some riders might turn up on the other side. On to our next warband. I think we'll roll for Grishnak this time.
Sounds good. Big 2.
He's rolling a 2. That's you get to choose. That's not a great roll for us. We really need the Orcs with the Uruk-Hai, so I think we're going to spend both of Grishnak's might to bring him on next to Ugluk. And the Orcs have joined into Ugluk's formation there. Grishnak is keeping himself in the back ranks a little bit. Next up, we will roll for Snarga's warband, which is a few more Orcs. Oh, that's a 3. We're going to have to spend another point of might on Snaga. This is not going well for us. And there's Snaga with his warband, building the giant wall of Uruk-Hai and Orcs. Finally, we have one last small warband. It's the Uruk-Hai scout captain. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get the 5, which is our choice, east-west. And finally, we brought on the scout captain here. Because it was east-west choice, we decided it was worthwhile. We didn't need to spend the might, and we can take the risk to get closer to a couple more objectives. And this is all of the Uruks moved onto the board, and it's onto the Rohan movement.
Onto the Rohan Maelstrom rolls, pretty good from the Uruks. They had to burn 3 points of might, but actually all of them being together means there's not any easy ones to snipe out later on, or early in the game, that is. So we'll go straight on to, we'll start with Eomer, I think. 3. I think we're going to have to spend a point of might, one of his 3, to bring that up to a 4 for our choice. With north-south, it was really tempting to come in right next to the entire Uruk and Orc force and sort of force a confrontation early. But we chickened out. We decided to go for the other end of the board. So we've arrived from the south and we're charging in. We're out of bow range for both sides, so nothing to worry about. And we can sort of maybe start looking at some objectives our side. Onto the second and final warband for Rohan, Erkenbrand, a big 3. We might have to spend another point of might, I think. We decided we were going to spend a point of Erkenbrand's might to make it north-south, and actually we decided to come in on the northern side right near the big Uruk block, but actually we're out of charge range. There's a decent amount in the way for their shots that are shooting this turn, so hopefully we'll survive. And then we've got 2 warbands that can rush into the middle before the Orcs and the Uruks get a chance. That's the theory anyway. On the shooting.
Okay, first turn of the game, first shooting of the game. We have 4 Uruk archers that have a shot. There's a 5th that might have a shot, but it's going through 2 Orcs, so probably not worth it. We're going to speed it, but there may be some in the ways. We're starting with the 4. They are shooting at the pack of riders. There's one that's clear. We get 1 whole hit. Nice. So easy. Good thing that we rolled this now. Horse or rider? Rider. And is he dead?
He is.
He is. Oof.
And with that brutal Uruk shooting phase, straight into priority, Rohan get 4.
Ooh,
6.
6.
Guard.
Start of the turn with winning priority for the Orcs. We want to see where the riders are going to turn up, so we've given it to Eomer's bands.
Okay, so we start with Erkenbrand's warband. He moved forward into cover behind some of these fences. 1 rider has zipped off to this heirloom marker, and we can't quite get there this turn. 1 has voluntarily dismounted, which is wild, but for Rohan, but you know, and we've ended in base contact. So the first one to flip, it is number
4.
Okay, number 4. So it's not that one, it gets removed, and it's one of the remaining 5. But that is a VP for Rohan at least. And Eomer's warband, much the same. We've run up, got some cover where possible. This rider's ended in base contact, but he's not dismounted because he's throwing spear, so we're going to keep him. But 1 more voluntarily dismounted. We're going to keep the bow this time, and it's time to flip it. What number is it?
It's a number 3.
It's number 3, so that is 2 VPs to Rohan, but still no heirloom marker, so could be one of the 4 remaining. On to Isengard moves.
And with the Ugluk scouts movement, we've barreled forwards. We are kind of choked in this corner, and Rohan really kind of have the board. So we've only got 1 objective next to us to reveal.
Yes, so I'll reveal this one. The Uruks finish and touch number... Oh
no.
Okay, so it's one of the 3 remaining objectives.
One of the 3 remaining ones. It's definitely going to be that one.
It's 2 over there, and there's 1 over here. So that does look like it's an advantage to Rohan, but the numbers are really going to tell. We've got a couple shots to take next. Shooting phase, nice and easy. We had 1 rider with a throwing spear in range of an Uruk, missed. 3 Uruk bow shots over there, fired at this rider next to the objective. 1 hit, but failed to wound. So go straight on to priority. Rohan, get a big 5, not bad.
All right, and Ugluks gets the 1.
1, so we'll go on to the next priority. Start the turn, we've decided to give it to Isengard. Julian's very helpfully advised me that's the best thing to do.
Like worm tongue, I've whispered in your ear.
We've got a couple of chargers, people who'll probably be charged, but the rest of the army is likely safe, and we might be able to countercharge. But actually then we go second, and we hopefully should be able to dig up 1, maybe 2 more objectives. And
that would change the Isengard movement a lot.
Yeah, Isengard won't know which way to go to start with. So on to Isengard movement phase.
Okay, for the Uruk-Hai and Orc movement, we've got a difficult choice. We've taken the bait of charging 1 lone warrior, but fully aware that we might get countercharged by... Well, it's not going to be a terrifying charge, but it's not going to be great. Otherwise, we're still having to hedge our bets. We don't know whether we need to kind of go left towards Eomer or right round where Erkenbrand is. So we're spreading out and just kind of keeping it slightly loose, see where we need to go. I think this middle bit is a bit of a terrifying prospect. So Rohan.
On to Rohan moves. very start of Rohan turn. We're doing these in order so we can react. The first one, we've dismounted another rider next to this objective. So is it number 6?
Dum 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 dum. It is number 6.
Goodness. Okay, so the heirloom, the horse feed or whatever it was over here. So this rider, now warrior, has ended his turn there. So maybe we want to react to that. End of Rohan movement, and we kind of hedged our bets but also gambled a little bit. The riders on this side have mostly sat still. We might actually get a few shots off. We haven't taken the bait and engaged. Eomer is going to take the advantage of hopefully using his free heroic combats to go in, kill an Uruk, and then peel back out of there. If he fails that, then he deserves what's coming to him. Erkenbrand's led in a few warriors to relieve this guy on foot. You know, we don't leave people behind, clearly. We do get a kill with a throwing spear, which is cool. So we've engaged a few orcs over there. And lastly, a few riders have just followed the guy who's clearly started shouting, I found it, I found it, just in case he gets brought down by shooting or something, and we can play the objective. Other than that, we've got a couple of shots and then into combat.
Okay, we're on to the shooting phase with the vainglorious future king of Rohan making a pretty bold charge. We've got 3 Uruk archers who have a nice shot at him.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think any result from this is all right for us and bad for you.
Yeah, we didn't really think about this, but hell, we risk it. Why not?
So I'll take all 3. Let's see how we do. They have moved, so it's hitting on 5s. Oh, that's not good. That's 2 hits. We'll do the in the ways one by one.
Yeah.
Sure. So first, is it me or Eomer? Oh, out the tray. Is it me or Eomer? It is me. Okay. So 5s, because strength 3 bow.
Oh,
yes.
You cheeky sod. Love it.
Uh-oh.
Love it.
Spaghetti-o. Okay, so up or down on Eomer or his horse? That's Eomer. That's kind of what you want. It is 6s. No, that's a 5. Oh, he's in trouble though. Next up, we have the cluster of 5 Uruk-Hai archers. They're going to shoot towards the objective holders. Well, we're looking for 5s. They moved half. That is 1 whole hit. So throwing spear guy. It goes up, and I need that again. Nope.
Rohan shooting really quickly. All of these riders and the objective guy on foot back there shot 8 shots. We did manage to kill 1 Uruk archer. We shot a couple of people behind the fence to try and thin out the people near Eomer, but they hit the fence or missed. So on to combat.
Now we're on to the combat phase. At the very start, Ugluk has used his head taker rule. He's removed 1 of the orcs from the board, giving the 2 Uruk-Hai that are in combat a +1 to wound, because they're both within 6 of him. We've got 4 combats here. They're all pretty evenly matched apart from the 1 poor Rohan warrior on foot. We'll start with the spear versus a Uruk-Hai scout.
Sure. Are you shielding or fighting?
I'm not going to shield. I get +1 to wound if I win.
That's
so, you know.
true.
Now it's a 2. Great.
The rider, we are also on a 2.
On a 2. So it's a tie at the moment.
I will banner reroll the 1 because we are within 3 inches of Erkenbrand, so we're a red shield. Go to a 6.
You get to a nasty 6. I will banner reroll my dice. Oh, so close.
Only a 5. 5's to kill. No. Amazingly.
Next up, we have an orc. He does have a 2-hander, but I am not going to use it. We are just rolling straight off. You've got the higher fight, though.
I do.
Oh, I get the 6.
6. No. 3 high, and we'll banner reroll from Erkenbrand. No, we lose.
As is traditional, I should have 2-handed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to go for the horse. Screw it.
Horse murderers.
No, that's a failure.
Nice and easy.
Now we have the combat between 1 poor Rohan warrior on his feet and 2 orcs and an Uruk-Hai.
Yeah. I'll set the bar. I am shielding.
Oh, you got the 6. You were a red shield, so you could have re-rolled anyway.
Good, yeah.
Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a 5. Let's see if we get the re-roll with the banner. No. So you win that one. We back up.
We then have, finally, Erkenbrand versus 1 orc warrior. Shielding?
No, okay. I'm going to go first.
Why not?
I'm going to just, go for it. Oh, it's a 5.
Not bad.
I like it. Oh, it's a 4.
It's only a 4. We can't banner ourselves. You know what? I'm not spending his last point of might on trying to win that combat. Go for it.
Yeah, we're going to go for the horse, but fail.
And end of the turn, a completely bloodless combat phase, very strangely. Our dice clearly don't like us. Maybe they'll heat up soon. Straight on to priority. Rohan, big 5, not bad.
Oh, it's a 6.
Okay, I can see some heroic moves happening in our future. Start of the turn, and predictably, Urkenbrand has spent his last point of might for a heroic move, and Eomer has spent his second point of might for a heroic move. In counter...
Yeah, we're just going to call it on the scout captain there.
Just in the middle.
He's got quite a chunk in range, and I think taking Eomer would be a worthwhile call.
It's evil priority, so let's see whose goes off first.
Yeah.
Horde goes to good.
Goes to good. Who are you getting out?
Let's see. And with the good heroic, it was a bit of a tough call. I could have moved Eomer right back and just sat with all his riders over here. One, it's very boring, but two, it wouldn't really do very much to get the game going. We need to kill some Uruks. They killed more of themselves than we have of them. So we actually just whipped around and charged into an Uruk. We could have just charged into the group over here and just kept the charge bonuses. But to be honest, here he's in range to be helped by his group later in the turn. And it makes the scout captain kind of decide which way he's going to send his troops, towards Eomer or towards Urkenbrand, who still has a heroic move to go off. So on to the scout captain's heroic move.
Okay, with Eomer's sneaky little move, we had a difficult choice. The scout captain could have chased him, but it would have messed up the heroic move, and Urkenbrand could have countercharged. Instead, he's ended up not in combat, but we've trapped up the riders and the warriors that were here, giving us a pretty decent chance. Now it's on to Rohan moves.
And end of the Rohan moves, we've just charged a couple of riders over here to try and maybe help out Urkenbrand's beleaguered warband. The warrior on foot passed over and finished his move, handed over the objective to this rider, who has taken off very bravely, run away into our backfield. One more rider from over in Eomer's group has headed towards him to sort of maybe castle up in case we have to take some courage checks and start losing warriors. And then Eomer's warband, we got 2 charges off around the corner. So a couple of riders against a couple of orcs and uruks. One more over the fence, and then the banner has come over to help out. One more rider's moved up to be in throwing spear range, but there's not a lot of frontage for us to engage as usual. I think it might be a bloodier turn this turn than last turn in terms of combat, but also possibly in terms of shooting, which is next. So on to the Uruk shooting.
Okay, we're in the combat phase now because the shooting phase was completely ineffective for both sides.
As is standard.
As is standard. We've started off. Ugluk is it's not head take, it's meat is back on the menu, boys.
There's a lot of meat on the menu.
He removed the orc that was next to him, so we've got that sweet +1 to wound bubble.
There we go.
And
Eomer's calling a free heroic combat, as he gets to in this army list, and might as well. So we'll go into the heroic combat and then the rest of the fights. Into Eomer's heroic combat. We charged a defended barrier, so we don't get the cavalry charge bonus, but we're still 3 attacks on the charge, which should hopefully be enough against one Uruk. You're shielding?
Yeah, I'm going to shield. I'll go first. Oh, 4 high.
Big 4, 3 from Eomer. We also get a 4.
Oh, that was close. No backaways.
No backaways because of defended barrier, but we are still strength 5 on the charge, so 4's to kill.
No, those are in the ways.
Okay, so 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
4's to kill. We do get a kill.
You get the kill.
And slightly tough call. I kind of want to send Eomer off charging into the lines. It'll leave him really out of position next turn for heroic moves. So we just tucked him in amongst his little group of riders. We'll go on to the regular combats.
Following on from the heroic combats, we have another fight over a barrier. The riders charged 1 Uruk-Hai, who has a spear support.
So 2 dice on 1 dice. I'll set you a bar of a 5.
A 5?
Not bad.
I get the 6. You got the banner.
Let's try for a 6. No, so we back away.
We don't get +1 because we're not both engaged or within Ugluk 6-inch range. Orange is the orc. Not that it matters. Doesn't do anything.
Next, we have the 2 combats next to the fence. No in the ways this time, so 1 rider against 1 orc. Rider gets a big 6. We'll win on
you win.
Value.
I was going to shield.
And needing 5s to kill. And same again with the rider next to him. We get a big 4 so far. 3.
3. That goes to the Rohan.
5s to kill. We do just get the Uruk.
Though we like to leave hero combats to last to make it more exciting, we need to take out Urkenbrand because he is a banner to several of the riders near him who are red shields.
Yeah.
Do you want to set the bar with your 2 attacks?
Yeah, we have 2 dice because we got charged. Will we get the big 6?
Oh, he's on the big 6, so he's won it.
Wowzers. 1 at a time, 4s on the 2-handed orcs. It's 4s. Yeah, we kill him, and then a 5 to kill an Uruk. No. A single rider who charged against an orc. Are you shielding?
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
Go on then. Set the bar. A double 1. Well done. We do also not get a double 1. Well done to the rider.
We got a banner. Let's see if we can do the 6. That was 5.
We'll banner the 4 to see if we can get to a 6. No. So we are tied fight.
That's
Your
my priority.
See whose it goes to.
I hate rolling these.
Oh, at the tray. Yeah.
Goes good.
5s to kill. We only get him.
Yikes.
And then one last rider who charged 2 orcs. I'll set your bar of a 6. We get we are tied fight.
Tied fight because you're not near your general. Oh, we got a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Once again. Who's it go to?
Oh, it goes good.
Oh dear.
Yikes.
4s against the spearman. We do get him, and then 5s against the shield. We do get him, both on a 6.
Now we have the sneaky Grishnak versus 1 warrior on foot. Grishy's got 2 attacks.
4 high. We will shield, unsurprisingly. Oh, a big 6. He loves it.
I will banner the 2. No, it's a 4 high all around, so you win. Now we have a slightly complicated multi-combat, but we're going to do Ugluk and Snaga against the 1 rider. The riders didn't charge, and he will be trapped if he loses this one. Do you want to go with your 1?
Let's set your bar. Ooh.
Oh, he's setting it high.
Okay.
So yeah, we need a 6. We haven't got it yet. The red ones are Ugluk. We didn't really specify, but let's re-roll the 1.
Banner reroll.
Ugluk's dice. Oh, we got a 5. I think we will spend 1 point of might on Ugluk.
Fair.
And because Ugluk has put meat back on the menu and Snarga's in the combat, he gets +2. He is strength 5 already, which means that he is killing this guy on 2s.
I believe in a quintuple 1. I think this rider can live.
Yeah,
definitely.
a quadruple 1.
Quadruple.
So Ugluk's 4 attacks against the trapped model. He's got 2 ones.
You get a double 1. You tried hard, but he does die. One last combat of 2 Uruks and an Orc versus 1 lone rider. I'll set you a bar. We get a 5. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. And you can re-roll it. Hey, I think we have a banner.
You are, yeah.
So let's re-roll the 1. Oh, we get the 5.
We'll try for a Hail Mary reroll. Oh, into a 1, even worse. Okay, so you win that, and he is trapped. 4s on the Uruks.
He's dead.
And that is the end of the turn. Very bloody in some aspects and surprising in others. We've got a big engaged battle line now, and Rohan have a single point of might left on the board. So this is going to get unpleasant real fast. We'll go to priority. We get a big 4 for Rohan.
Okay, and for evil, we get the 5.
Okay, on to the next turn. Start of the turn, and predictably, although there was a bit of a choice, we are spending Eomer's last point of might. Last point of might for Rohan on the board on a heroic move. So it does grab everyone in this bubble. It was a decision because we could take the charge, but then keep it for strikes or something later in the game. But not having the charge bonus on all these riders is probably a bad thing. So we're going to move, and evil are.
Yeah, it was a difficult choice. The only good option is to call it on the scout captain, but I would end up pulling a lot of stuff away from the Urkenbrand side of the battle, and I don't really get good charges against Eomer. I'd have to just maybe YOLO a single orc in. That means we're actually going to not counter move, and we're going to see what happens.
But evil have a pretty heavy might advantage now. So
and numbers.
And numbers. So we'll engage and come back after the heroic moves. And this is where Eomer's heroic move has ended up. He's engaged a few orcs. The banner's gone in because we need to lock up some people. One rider has Hail Mary'd and gone around into the scout captain just to stop him moving. The 2 archers up here are going to be a nuisance, and they can't really stop him running down and engaging Eomer or someone else, but nothing to do about that. And one rider's come round to sort of block up this way, engage an Uruk over a fence. There's a couple of Uruks and Orcs unengaged, and then we have this whole flank, another whole brick of archers to go, and then we have our regular moves. So onto the Ugluk scouts moves.
For the Uruk movement, we have started our move by tying up everything else. Ugluk has put meat back on the menu. He killed an Orc, and then he's charged into this rider. Potentially we might be able to set up for some sort of heroic cascade, see what we can do there. And as best as possible, we've sort of tagged up what we can, and we're preparing for the rest of the Rohan moves. Erkenbrand is maybe in trouble, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And the remaining Rohan moves, one of the fellows on foot, the warriors, just charged in to help out some of the surrounded riders. We'll see if he can do anything. And the objective cluster, the Caudon forming up, they're hiding behind this house, and they're headed back towards their general. There's no shooting from good.
Yep, no shooting from evil.
So on to the combat phase.
And we're into the probably real crunch combat turn of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious from Rohan's side. Eomer calls a free heroic combat, because why not? And it might be able to get him somewhere, but...
And you're out of might.
Yep.
We have our big chance to call some sort of disaster for Rohan. Ugluk is going to heroic strike with one of his might, and the scout captain is calling a heroic combat with his other might. It's pretty obvious where this is going.
Yes, possibly. The Rohan general's just out on the open there. Let's see what happens. So we have a combat either side.
Yeah.
Your priority evil side. Let's see who goes first.
Yeah, on a 1, 2, 3 is what we want.
Yep. But
it fires good.
And with that roll off, Eomer's heroic combat goes off first. We have Eomer versus a single Uruk bowman. Eomer has charged. Do you want to set the bar? See what he's got to be.
Yeah, we're going to set the bar. We're looking for the big 6. We get the big 1.
The opposite, Eomer gets 6.
6.
4's to kill. I would hope he could do it. Only just on 1 dice, but it's half his attack, so he does win that. And with that successful heroic combat, Eomer's peeled round and gone around the other side of the fence and engaged an Uruk over the fence again. It's not ideal from terms of killing, but hopefully we're far away enough from these nasty strike and combat combination that they can't get around the big combat to engage him. And if they hop the fence, we're going to hope they don't roll the 6 to carry on fighting after they've jumped. And it keeps Eomer nearby in case we need to stand fast or something next turn. So on to the scout captain's heroic combat. We then have a lone rider against a scout captain, Ugluk, Snaga, and a spear and a banner.
Yep.
I did charge, so the Rohirrim does get 2 dice. I believe in him. I think he can do it. We get a big 5 high.
You get the 5. I don't think you're in banner, but so Snaga gets a 6
straight away. I think he might be slightly trapped.
I think you might be slightly trapped. We'll do Ugluks because this is on 2s.
On 2s, yeah.
With the head taking. And
yeah,
you're very dead.
So that heroic combat also goes off.
So with the combat 1, we've moved out. The Orc with the spear is engaging Eomer, and Ugluk is going to try his luck and jump the fence. We can might this. He does have 1 pint of might left. So let's see.
5 or a 6, and it...
Oh, it's a 4. It's the exact thing we don't want. And that's where all the movers end up. The scout captain's charged the rider on the fence, and Ugluk is just on the opposite side, and Snaga has gone over to the bowman on this rider that's a bit strung out, and we're on to normal combats. We might as well do the banner first. It's 1 Orc versus a charging banner bearer, but you are on -1.
Yep, absolutely.
Shall I roll? See if I get the 6. No, I get a 2.
I think on 2, the banner gets a 4 down to a 3.
All right, I will re-roll this because I'm within range of my banner. It's a 3. It's a 4 even.
So we'll re-roll one of ours. No, we're on a 1, so we do lose.
It's the same either way. We're going to go after the banner bearer. We're looking for a 5. Oh, so close. That was a 4.
Next 2 riders who have charged. A bowman versus 1 Orc with a shield. Are you shielding?
Yeah, I think I'm going to shield because we're not broken, but we're getting there.
Rider sets you a bar of a 5.
And no.
So 5's to kill. No, don't get it. Triple 1 and a 4. Throwing spear versus a spear. We get a big 6, so we do win on the charge.
No.
And 4's to kill. We do get him that.
Get that one.
Then we have a throwing spear rider against 1 Uruk bowman and Snaga. I'll set you a bar of a big 6.
Ouch, that's not great. I'm out of banner range. But we get the 6.
Get the 6.
And Snaga is fight 4. We could do the horse on 3s.
Horses on 3s.
Because of the +1, but the other guy is probably out of 6 of Ugluks. So we're just going to go after the rider, which is 4s.
Yep.
We get him on a 6.
Next, we have a single rider fighting over a barrier against a bunch of orcs who actually aren't over a barrier, but he loses his charge bonus. So I'll set you a bar of a big 1.
Okay, the scout captain's on the red dice, but we get a 6.
He gets double 1 as well.
You've got double 1s.
Very nice.
So the scout captain's on 2s and the Uruk-Hais are on 4s.
I think you should be able to do it. If you don't, I think you should just concede that.
Yeah, I think maybe it's over.
You tried really hard.
He really tried, but we did get that rider.
On 2 2s.
Slightly anticlimactically, we have Eomer versus 1 scout and an orc with a spear.
You set the bar, why don't you?
Okay, I'll set the bar. Doesn't really matter which is which. Oh, we get the 5 high.
5 high, 3 dice from Eomer. We do get the 6.
You get the 6.
In the ways to the barrier, 4 ups. Triple 1. That is really
Love it.
impressive. I'll take it here, though, rather than in a dual roll against someone else. Over to the other flank of combat. So we have a lot of surrounded Rohirrim, starting with Erkenbrand, because...
Yeah, he is a banner, so let's see if we can actually do him in this time.
Do you want me to roll first?
No, I'm going to, because I got the lower fight.
Go for it.
So I've got 4 models in this combat.
3 Uruks and an orc.
Yep.
Big 6.
We get a 6. That's what we like to see.
Only 2 dice, because we didn't charge. Do we get a 6? We do.
You cheeky bugger.
We'll strike against the bows, because we're killing them on 4s. 1 kill.
So now we have 2 Uruk-Hai versus 1 rider.
Yep.
You are trapped, so let's see if we can win this. Nope, I don't think so.
5 to kill? No.
So next up we have the 1 warrior on foot who charged the bowman.
Yeah, I won't shield. We'll just try.
Yeah, I'm going to strike normal.
Big 1.
And a big 6.
So
I win it. So 5s. Nope.
And then 1 last bowman against 1 rider. You did charge me, though, so I'll set you a bar of a 2.
And he's not a red shield.
Yes, so you win on a 4.
We'll go after the rider. Nope.
Last fight of the turn, we have 1 brave warrior against Grishnak, the fight of the ages.
Yeah.
We won't shield. We're going to go big this time. We'll set you a bar of a 3.
Which you can re-roll.
I can re-roll.
Grishy's on the 333, so you might as well re-roll.
Might as well. And we roll in and do a 1, so no, he does win this time.
Does Grishnak's, what is it? Let's put a maggot hole in your belly. 4 up, you get knocked down. You do. So you are prone, which means he gets +1 to wound, and you are trapped.
Yep, so 4 strikes, +1 to wound. I think
He does it. Triple 6. And that's the end of another really close turn. Neither side is broken yet, but we're both kind of teetering, I think.
We're both 3 models off, but obviously I lost a lot less than you, but my break point is only 10.
Yeah. So we're on to the priorities. Good is out of might, so this could be quite significant.
Yeah, it could be huge. Go for it.
It's a 3.
Can we beat a 3?
No, you can. It's a 6.
So on to the next move.
And with the priority gone to good, Snaga is going to call a heroic move because he has to. And he gets most of the side over here. Crucially, he gets Ugluk. And we're onto the evil heroic move. And with Snaga's heroic move, we've tagged up the riders on this side. And Ugluk has killed yet another orc for the head taker rule and has charged directly onto Eomer. We now get a little bit of a Rohan countercharge, but one of them is the objective carrier.
And the Rohan moves, we've done all we can to desperately try and save our people, but we've spread real thin. This side was quite simple. Everyone just charged, so we're getting charge bonus at this side, which is really cool. We couldn't get anywhere out. We can break out of the group. In the middle, all we could do, there were 2 riders over here. One's charged in and tagged the scout captain and the Uruk to stop them moving and engaging elsewhere. And then 1 rider with the red shield passed his objective over to the bowman on foot, who has scurried behind the building. Really good in terms of this turn, but if we are broken and we need to start taking break checks, we have no warriors near him anymore. So this is part of the Hail Mary, but we then threw him into Ugluk to try and even up those fights. So Eomer isn't fighting Ugluk because Ugluk has a point of might and heroic strike. to try and save our general. But we still have some counter moves with the rest of Evil's priority moves.
And for the evil move, we didn't have much to do, just a couple of models to move. One's gone on to Eomer and trapped him against the Orc, hopefully, maybe, who knows. And then on the Urkenbrand side, there was 2 models, I think, able to move. One of them's just tagged one of the charging riders, and the other guy is charging off towards the objective. If we don't break this turn and die horribly, maybe we're in with a chance.
On to shooting. There is none. On to combat. Into the combat phase. Really easy for good. Eomer will call his free heroic combat because he's only fighting an Orc and an Uruk, but there's an in the way with the fence. He hasn't charged, so it might not go off, but it's free. We might as well. In response...
Yeah, I mean, it might not go off, but if it did, it could be pretty devastating. So Ugluk has had to strike. That's the last point of might gone from the table.
Yeah, so we'll go into Eomer's heroic combat. 1 Orc and 1 Uruk. Do you want to set the bar?
Yeah, let's do this. Come on, 6s. Oh, we've got a 5. 5 high.
Eomer, 5 high as well, so we're winning on fight value. You have a banner.
We'll re-roll the 2. No, it's yours.
Okay, so we do win. We'll start by striking the Orc one at a time because it is a...
In the way.
4. So first strike goes through. 4's to kill. Just kill him. 2 strikes on the Uruk. We need a single 5. We do get it on the big striding edge 6. And with that heroic combat, it was really tempting to run over and try and save the banner, but then we're peeling ourselves further and further away from our objective carrier. And rather than just run around and not be in combat, we've tagged this 1 Uruk on the end here. So for next turn, maybe we can be a bit nearer the objective carrier. With Ugluk having struck, probably the right call, because it was really tempting to charge into him, but we could have died.
He would have gone to 8.
So we end up against that Uruk, and then we're into the regular combats.
All right, with that heroic combat over and fate narrowly avoided, we're going to have Snaga versus 1 rider.
Yeah, you charge me, so I'll set you a bar of a 3.
3 high. 3 high. I believe I win on fight. You didn't charge.
Yep.
Snaga, strength 4, your defense 5. We are looking for 5s here.
No.
Nope.
We then have 1 rider against 1 Orc. I didn't charge, so just 1 dice for myself.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the chance and strike normal.
3.
6.
We'll
Banner it.
Banner it. No.
Do a 1.
1, so the Orc wins.
Looking for 5s. Yes.
Yeah. Conventional wisdom, leave the banner to last, but it's not in range of anything else, so we may as well roll it now. 1 dice and -1. I set you a bar of 1. I tell you what, I'll
re-roll that straight away.
Into a 1.
So I win automatically because it's Uruk-Hai there, but I got 6.
There you go.
We are looking for 4s because of the head taker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just get it. Ugluk did strike, so he's on fight 7.
Fight 7 to the riders. Fight 4.
So he would have outstruck. He would have outfought Eomer.
He would have done. So it's a good thing we stayed away. I did charge, but we'll set you a bar of a 5.
All right. Ugluk's 2 attacks. We also get the 5.
So you're all yours.
So Ugluk's strength 5. We're looking for 3s here, and he does get it.
Then we have another rider who came to the rescue against a scout captain. 2 attacks aside because we did charge. You set the bar.
Yeah, the captain's got no choice but to 2-hand. So he's on 3s at the moment.
The rider gets a big 5.
He's on 5. We'll take the banner reroll. Nope, that's yours.
4 dice needing 5s to wound. We do get a wound.
We might as well spend his 1 fate point, but fail.
On to the remnants of the heroic combat. Eomer versus 1 poor Uruk. Hopefully we can win this one.
Yeah.
You go first. Are you shielding?
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
Go for it.
Not
Too
great.
high. Eomer's 4 dice. We do get it on a 4. Only a 4 high. Strength 5 on the charge. We need 4s to kill. We do get it 3 times over. Then over onto Urkenbrand's side, we have a few cavalry charges, which is always nice. A rider on a single Uruk.
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
Fair.
I'll get 6.
6. We only get a 5, and he is not a red shield, so you do win that one.
Hey.
We then have 1 plucky warrior of Rohan against an Uruk archer. I'm not going to shield. We're to the death at this point. Big 4.
5. He is a red shield, I
He
believe.
is a red shield, so see if we can banner it. No, into a 3, so you do win.
We are looking for the 5s here, but we get 1.
Then the penultimate combat, 1 rider who charged against 2 Uruk archers.
Yeah.
I'll set you a bar. a big 4 so far. We do have a banner reroll if need be.
Yeah, so we'll get the 2 archers. We get the 5.
Okay.
You gonna banner it?
Yeah, we'll try and banner it. No, so you do win on the dice.
Nice. We're looking for 5s.
Nice.
Yeah, we get it.
And the last combat, Urkenbrand versus an Orc, an Uruk, and Grishnak.
Yeah.
Do you want to set us a bar and see what we've got to beat?
Okay, yeah. You do surpass me on fight, because Grishnak's only fight 4.
Yeah, but we don't have a banner on either side this time.
We've got a 4 high.
4 high, but
That's not amazing.
is it enough? Oh my god.
It is
a double
enough.
2 and a 1 from Urkenbrand.
Urkenbrand's finally fluffed it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he's very trapped.
So we've got 8 dice here. We are looking for 5s because of the animosity bonus.
Yep.
Let's see if we can do it. Oh, 3 wounds. And wow, that's real bad on the other ones.
Okay, so 3 wounds. Urkenbrand does have 2 fates. There's a chance he can survive. He takes 2 wounds, fails 1 fate, so he takes 2 wounds and he dies.
He's out of there. Woo.
And with that punishing turn, Rohan took a beating. Well, actually, both sides did, but we're completely out of mites, and our priority is a pretty huge factor. We are both broken as well.
Yeah.
Rohan has 6 models left on the board, and our quarter point is 4, so it might end next turn if we lose 2 more models, which could be likely. Go on, into priority.
Okay.
Here we go. Big 5. It's hard to beat, especially on a 1, so that is evil priority. That's exactly what we don't want.
Now, for the Uruk-Hai, obviously having 1 priority, we probably want to keep it this turn. And we also really want to take advantage of the head taker rule, but there isn't an Orc warrior within 2 inches of Ugluk. But Snaga can stand fast the 1 Orc that is left on this side of the board. So let's see if Snaga passes his courage check. He does on a 9. He's really keen to kill his friend. He ends his turn charging this rider and stand fasts all the models around here. Most importantly, he moves a sacrificial Orc next to Ugluk, who can kill him at the start of his activation. So with that head taken, Ugluk gets to do a super stand fast that is 12 inches and affects heroes, which means almost every Orc and Uruk on the board is still here and not taking a courage check. However, we've tagged everything but the single Rohan objective holder hiding behind the house, and the single Uruk-Hai that's gone to fight him is out of stand fast range.
Well, I'm crucially out of line of sight of Ugluk as well.
And out of line of sight of Ugluk, so he can't use that. We need to take a courage check on him, and he runs, but you need to take a courage check on the objective holder.
It could be that the objective falls to the ground with no one near it, and unless Rohan lose only 1 model this turn, it's very likely the game's going to end this turn. So this could be 2 courage checks that decide the game. It's your mover phase, so you go first.
So I'll take this 1 courage check. The Uruk, they have courage of 6 up?
7+.
7+. Let's see.
Nope.
He's out of there.
And this is the roll that could decide the game. The 1 little archer behind the building. Is he feeling brave? He is on a 7. That's huge. With that pass, the Rohan archer has actually moved back a few inches because he was in charge range. That just in case the game doesn't end this turn, next turn he shouldn't be charged, hopefully, fingers crossed, into the fight phase. Start of the combat phase, and we called a free heroic with Eomer because why not? Theoretically, it's possible it can go off. The scout captain has 1 wound remaining, so there are 3 wounds against him, but he didn't charge, he doesn't get his charge bonuses, so he only has 3 strikes. However, let's see what we can do. You set us a bar. You have a banner in the dice in the fight as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, the scout captain is one of the few models in the game that only has a 2-handed weapon.
Yes, true.
So he's on the red dice and it's -1.
Oh,
but he rolls a 6.
Gets a big 6. Can Eomer equal it? No, a 3 high. That is pathetic. He's not trapped, but it does lose the fight.
All right, this actually is, well, slightly unexpected, but nice. The Uruks are benefiting from the head taker, so they would normally be on 6s, but down to 5s. And the scout captain is on a mighty 3, because he is strength 5 and is getting +2 to wound. He's still on the red dice. This could be it for the general. It really isn't. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, not bad. I'll throw 2 as faith at it. We fail both, and the third fate,
1 more.
we pass. So he takes 1 wound and is out of fate. Into Ugluk versus a lone rider who didn't even charge. So I get 1 dice. Beat a 6. We get a big 6.
And Ugluk's got the 3 and a 3.
So we do win. 5s to wound. We do get a wound. Wild.
He's got the 1 fate point. He passes his fate.
Good. Then we have Snaga versus 1 poor rider. He rolls a 4.
Snaga gets the 6.
Big 6.
He's looking for 5s.
No.
Doesn't do it.
And then we have 2 remaining fights. 2 poor warriors who got charged by a horde of Uruks and Orcs. Start with the warrior.
Yeah, the warrior on foot versus 3 Uruks.
Set us a bar. 5 high. No, we get a 2 in response, so you get to strike.
We're out of menu range, so we're looking for 5s here. Just got it.
Only on 1. And the last combat of the turn, possibly the last combat of the game, a single rider who hasn't charged versus 2 Uruks, an Orc and Grishnak. Can we do it? We get 1 dice. Beat a 4. It's not the end of the world.
All right.
Yeah, you get it on a 5.
You get the 5s. One of the Uruk-Hai is strength 4, but is +2 to wound, which means he's looking for 3s.
Yeah.
Which he does. And that is the end of the game on quartering.
And that is the end of the game. Rohan are reduced to 4 models left on the board, a wounded Eomer and a lone objective carrier right at the back of the board. We'll go into the post-game and add up the results.
And that is the end of the game. Pretty tight. I think it was kind of Rohan was running away with it for a little while because you had the objective and I was just like, I don't know how I can get it.
It was definitely Rohan's game to lose, and they almost lost it due to dice and player skill.
And I mean, I think you went for excitement over the safe play.
I think we were talking about there's a couple of times, a couple of Eomer's like heroic moves or combats, and
or just when he first YOLO'd in.
Yeah.
And there were so many ways that could have gone wrong.
But there's a few times where actually the safest thing to do would, once we got the objective, we would run all the way back, sit in the back corner in a nice line, shoot you as you came near, and then charge you.
Gave it to Urkenbrand.
Gave it to Urkenbrand, sat him in the back corner, charged you with all my warriors, so I got quartered super quick, and then, or dismounted, ran off, dismounted warriors at you to make you kill them, and then get quartered and win with it, and keep a banner at a general thing. That would have been the correct way to play to maximum victory points. That's not how we play, and it's so much fun throwing Eomer into stuff and like smashing cavalry and stuff, and then it's so much not fun when you get heroic moved, but that's the way of the game. Live and die by the heroic move.
I don't think this one wasn't too bad for you in terms of heroic moves not going your way.
I think it was all right.
There was only one really significant heroic move.
And I think the priorities didn't go. I think you got a good few priorities in the second half of the game, but actually it was pretty even, and I got a few heroic move offs. So I think you can't complain too much. Yeah. Should we go over the points?
Yeah, for anyone that's been following along, the big points were to control the objective, which you did have.
Yeah, so those 2 courage checks right at the end of the game,
pretty clutch,
were basically what decided the game, down to just 2 dice rolls. We both passed it, both on a 7. Yours failed, my pass. So and that's if I'd failed first and had priority, and then you passed and you went second, you could have run and grabbed it. So the result could have been flipped.
Yeah. But then if you'd had priority, you might have been able to move people around and go fast and blah, blah, blah.
Anyway.
But that was
the scores.
That was very tight. So 8 points for controlling the heirloom of power, which...
little fella at the very end.
We didn't actually have the rolls on screen, but no one was ever transfixed by it.
Oh, yeah. We never did that, did we?
Then there was a point for revealing a decoy.
Yes.
Which you managed to do 2 of, and I did 1 of.
Rohan to charge forward. I think it was probably the correct play. Take the initiative, take control of the board, jump off. I did have to dismount 2 or 3 riders, which is always sad, but it got me the points.
And then, I relatively gallantly, you chose to not flip over any more objectives on the basis that you didn't think it was right.
There's two more. Well, they're decoys. So once you found the correct one, you don't carry on being decoys. Technically, by the rules in the match play guide, they're not removed when the real one
turns up.
So theoretically, you can carry on, and maybe that's how you meant to play. So your opponent has a chance to go and get some other VPs. I think that's very silly because I could have got Rohan 2 more VPs. Really.
2 more VPs. Yeah. I mean, you had a guy that was literally next to that one.
Very silly. So that's not correct. So 8 to Rohan for collecting the heirloom.
Yep.
Then it
2
was
for the uncovering, which is 10, and then 1 more for breaking me.
Yes, we did manage to break the Uruks. Well, I don't know how many you killed of your own men, but including shooting, you actually killed relatively.
I killed 5 of my own men through head taking,
and at least
6. There's an orc that should be in the pile of dead ones,
and 1 from shooting. Eomer's heroic combat off him, which
was pretty pro. That was a pro move.
That was a very good move.
If anyone's ever in doubt, shoot into your own combats is evil.
Yeah, just do it.
It's the best feeling.
It's the greatest thing ever. So that was a bit of a hubris on my behalf, but very well played. So 11.
11 to you.
To Rohan. You got the Ugluk Scouts got 1 for digging up 1 decoy.
Yep. Yeah, it looks early on. I was like, I'm sure I can probably get multiple of these, and I don't have to dismount to dig them up.
Yeah.
The way it happened was just I got 1 that I could.
Well, again, we were saying, when we were setting up, actually, Rohan's mobility is great, but you've got 8-inch move Uruk Scouts. That's gonna be great for getting around the board, but actually. We'll talk about it in a minute, but maybe it was the maelstrom that basically just meant we dictated we were all on one side.
So I got 1 for digging up an objective.
Yep.
I got 1 for breaking you. I think I broke you first, and then you broke me.
I think we were both broken the same turn, but I think you
both broken in the same turn. I got 1 for wounding Eomer.
Yeah, surprise, but again, it's it can always happen.
Yeah.
Even with a 3 attack hero, it can always happen.
Yeah, I mean, I charged in on the basis that I was like, there's probably enough wounds that he'll struggle to kill them all in heroic combat.
Yep.
But then rolled a 6, so that's nice. And then I got 2 for having a banner remaining and having killed your banner. Which put me on 5 to 11.
11-5 Rohan Ugluk Scouts. Again, literally 2 rolls could have been reversed, or even more, because I didn't get your banner, I wasn't anywhere near getting your hero and all that sort of thing. So really close. I think, as we were saying, your decision to burn a lot of might on your maelstrom coming in was a good one, I think, because
you kept me in the game.
You had so much might, and as we saw, I'd spent all 5 of my might quite quickly. I mean, I spent 1 to come on, and then I spent a lot quite quickly. So your ability to just out-might me, out-heroic move me was great, and I don't think you lost it a lot. Lost a lot by using that might, but...
Yeah, I think only Grishnak spent 2.
Yes, which is quite painful.
He'd rolled the 2, which is the worst result.
And theoretically, you were slightly... Because the game basically happened here, where you came in, and a lot of the objectives were further back on the board. The perfect roll would have been 2 warbands, 1 because you had 2 warbands of Uruks, 2 warbands of Orcs, and you want them to be together to get the animosity bonus. So the perfect, if you rolled 4 6s for your maelstrom, would have been maybe 2 an Uruk and an Orc warband here, and an Uruk and a Orc warband either on one of the sides or the opposite side of the board. So you could have just run in and started digging up all those objectives. And then I think if you managed to get the heirloom, you could have just hidden it behind a wall of warriors and had your heroes doing quite nasty stuff. I mean, I think ironically this is probably a matchup where Lurtz's scouts would have been better because they get the advantages for Maelstrom. And Lurtz is terrifying as well. But it's correct, thematically correct for it to be Ugluks versus Eomer riding it.
Well, unless it was like he caught them on their way out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
we'll do that next.
That was interesting. I mean, I think Maelstrom, all the Maelstrom scenarios are so defined by where you come onto the board from. I could have, in theory, I could have been like, no, I'll take the split up because then I can maybe get more objectives. But, like Grishnak's warband, Snarga's warband, none of my warbands are particularly, Ugluks was the largest.
And he's potentially the scariest.
But none of them on their own would survive against your 2.
For sure.
So I think they needed to kind of be together, and that worked out for me.
I think so. It was, the Maelstrom dictates the pace of the game. Not necessarily, sometimes the outcome of the game, depending on if you have some really skewed rolls. But I think it's a really interesting one. It's one where, like, I think if we sat down and played exactly the same scenario match up on board, the Maelstrom rolls might lead to a completely different game. You know, if we all rolled really badly and we all came in all over the place, it'd be a much more hectic game running all over. But it led to a really fun game. It's really thematic. It's an interesting one playing riders at 500. Yeah. We've just been to the Scouring of Cheshire, where I ran an 800-point Rise of Eomer list with Gandalf the White. So obviously in this list we don't get the Look to the Sun big special rule, where you -1 on the dual roll. Super powerful.
To your opponent.
To the opponent, yes. That would be really bad for yourself. The sun's in our eyes. It would... I think I didn't actually miss it that much. I was just saying off camera, like, it's really powerful, and Gandalf the White is very good.
In this game, I mean, it was interesting in the sense of, I don't feel like you ever got like a big charge. It was always a little bit like you get charged and you're getting charged, or so. I mean, you would have been hard pressed to choose when to call it. Yeah,
maybe there might have been one or two times where I kind of thought maybe this is the good one to do, but I think it's. I didn't miss it that much, and Gandalf the White, he's very good, but 225 points is a lot. And he has to work very hard to earn his points back.
Well, and I think when we were talking about points costs for this, we were like, well, we can do 600 points because we've got easily 600 points. And you were like, yeah, but that just is dropping Gandalf from your list, basically.
Yeah. It's just a bunch more riders, but it's just minus Gandalf. And 500 feels thematic. But actually, the thing that I found good about this list was the free heroic combats were just really strong, because it's not quite as powerful as having a free hero move or a free might point,
free might,
which is obviously the best thing ever. But the ability to just say, like, every turn, even if you charge him, if he gets the heroic combat off, he's going, Eomer's going Hail Mary, and again he's got the potential to be very nasty. It never happened, but he's got the sword that does extra wounds on 6.
That didn't do too well. But yeah, I mean, I think because the problem with heroic combat a lot of the time is you don't speculatively do it.
No, it's because there was one where he was fighting an orc on the other side of the barrier and an Uruk.
Yeah.
And I called it because it's free. If he had one might point left, I absolutely wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, exactly. And it would have been the right call because he then didn't kill the Uruk.
He did.
Oh, no, he did.
And then Ugluk struck, so he didn't attack.
But there was other times when you were attacking over the barrier and you're like, oh, I'll call a heroic combat because I'm fighting one guy, and you rolled like 3 ones for the in the way.
Something like that.
And it's, and then it's always the thing with a heroic combat where you're like, well, should I chase it with spending extra might?
Yeah. How critical is it that it goes off?
You've already spent 1 might. Should you waste a second one to make sure?
If you've called a move, because you can burn all 3. 3 might hero is a rare thing in this edition. You can easily do a heroic move, then a heroic combat,
and then you're like, a point of might.
Do I spend my last point of might?
Or fate point. On a fate point.
Or do I burn it on a fate point, or do I roll a second fate point and I'll go for another 50-50? Oh, the joys of dice, eh? How you found Ugluk Scouts was our very first tournament list. It was an 800-point list we painted for last edition. How do you find playing at this edition?
I still love them. I
love them.
They're a really fun list.
I'm going to say the animosity is scary.
The animosity can be pretty terrifying. The only thing that is, like, in Maelstrom in particular, they are a difficult list because you need them to be together for the animosity. But like Ugluk is strong. I mean, being strength 5. He's only fight 5 compared to Lurtz's 6, but still.
And he's had buffs in the head taker and the meats back on the menu are both better this edition.
Yeah, and I've just realised I did the whole game forgetting the fact that he has a whip.
Oh yeah, me too. I don't know. It might have.
It's a throwing weapon.
Might have come up.
So he did charge. He could have whipped quite a few people.
Yeah.
But
next game, we promise. Next video featuring Ugluk will have a lot of whipping. We promise.
Yeah.
I love him, and the scout captain theoretically can get to a 3+3 to wound.
Yes,
You have head taker, 2-handed weapon, and animosity.
He's hilarious. I mean, I actually think the scout captain's incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
and potentially worth having a second.
Or even because Ugluk is strength 5 and can heroic strength to strength 10 now, and then get +2 on the wound roll.
Yeah.
So he can probably wound almost everything in the game on a 2.
Yeah.
Even defense 10.
Yeah, he just has the 2 attacks, which is the thing that holds him back.
Yeah, it's where if you are picking the difference, Lurtz is just a step above.
Or in Legacies, you can take Malher, and he still gets the 3 attacks.
We love Malher. He's a great hero.
Although most of the reason he was great was because you got the 8-inch move, but because that's baked into the list. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this game.
We certainly did.
We did.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to find more of us, what can people do?
Well, like and subscribe to this video. It really helps us out.
There are other videos on this channel.
Yeah, there are more than one.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the future, there may be more than, like, I don't know, 12.
There might be more than currently are, if all goes well. What else?
Yeah, I mean, you can find us on Instagram. We post a few things there. We had some nice photos from the Scouring event.
Yep.
That was great.
Some behind the scenes.
We do have a Discord that you're very welcome to come along and join.
It's free. It's not paid access.
Yeah, links in the description below.
Just drop in and say hello, bug us, ask us questions, whatever you fancy. We also have a Patreon, which you can join. There is a free tier, which gets you a little bit of behind the scenes and sort of pictures and posts and that sort of thing, but they're also paid for tiers, including early access to all our videos. So when this video is out, another one goes live on Patreon for early access subscribers. You can also earn these Striding Edge Games dice, the orange ones.
Might not want them. I mean, considering how my red is then.
I think the red ones are bad. The orange ones did all right.
The orange ones are pretty good. Yeah.
The green ones are pretty good as well. The blue ones aren't as good. So we're ordering more of the orange ones. They're the Patreon subscriber dice. And you get to occasionally vote on polls and stuff and things that, you know, choose our army. Same in Discord as well. Julian took Grey Company to Scouring.
Based on a
Discord vote. So go and watch our video on how that went. Other than that, I think we've waffled for far too long. So any final thoughts about Ugluk Scouts or Riders of Eomer?
I think I just have to say that meat is definitely back on the menu, boys.
There's definitely a lot of horse meat on the menu. And
I'm pleased to kill 5 orcs. From that.
Yeah. I think you did well. I'll say just #charge all the time.
Yeah, just if in doubt, charge.
If in doubt, charge. It might probably go badly, but who cares? You've had fun. With that, thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.